There we go. Hopefully this works. Hello. How's it going, people? No video this weekend, so as per usual, once upon a time we used to do a thing called the BobaChurch, and that is what we're doing this Sunday because I'm around. Hold on a second. I haven't live streamed in a little while, so I'm just trying to get familiar with stuff. How's my Sunday going? It's going okay. It's been okay. It's getting better though. How's yours been, Doorcat? Zesty, how's it going, buddy? Luca, how's it going? Jackson, how's it going, man? Just finished a huge Batman edit project that I'll post soon. Wait, where'd that comment go? Keep on your notifications. Yes. Well, honestly, man, as you know, I need to get better with Instagram. So hopefully I won't miss that one. I miss a lot of things. But yeah, no, I'll keep a look at it, you know? Okay, hold on. Right. When is Stargirl out? I would have to assume next year. Or what I know is obviously Titans is towards the end. Well, I don't know if I would say it's towards the end of its filming. They must be on like episode 8 or something by now. I don't quote me on that. Then we've got the next one after that I think is Stargirl. Because if you think about it, we've had Titan season 1, we've had Doom Patrol, then we had Swamp Thing, now Titan season 2, and now I think the next DC Universe show, unless you count Harley Quinn, which I'm very excited for. That animation looks great. It looks like, you know, a really adult, entertaining kind of show, rather than your cliche animations. You know, I'm not saying DC movie animations or anything like that are bad. I'm just saying you don't get a lot of F-bombs and this, that, and the other in it, do you? No, they haven't officially announced the Stargirl release date, but you would have to assume, considering it's filming now, that it will be probably before spring next year. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. Yeah, man, I can't believe Titans is already going to be back in just under a month's time. That's absolutely insane. I'm so excited, given the new things that are coming in season 2, like Aqualad. We've got so much stuff, guys. You have no idea. I mean, you know a lot, but there's even more. We got Superboy, Crypto. We got like Raven with her chakra and you know, her actual more. I don't know. Just everything looks great. We've obviously got Nightwing coming. There's just, you know, I know some people like to hate on Titans quite a bit, but I really don't get it. Sure, season 1 had a few issues. It was like the first DC Universe show, but I said this to a friend on Discord the other day. It's like, and I'm not bashing here, right? Don't take this the wrong way, but I'm just like trying to say season 1 of Titans, it's kind of better than most things on the CW. Like, come on. I'm a big fan of Arrow and the Flash. I know Supergirl's got better, but I'm just saying Titans, DC Universe shows have the quality goes from here to here. I don't know. A lot of you may hate me for saying that, but I just feel like whoever bashes Titans, fair enough. Criticism's open. But I still feel like it's better, at least by 5 times. Not 10 times, but 5 times better than a CW cliche show. I don't know. You might all hate me for that, as I said. Yeah, I was waiting for that, Luca. Don't worry. Guys, it's already time for a little advertisement to all 36 of you who are in here right now. Wait, what? Sign into chat? Okay, wait, what? That's weird. Join the Discord server. Hopefully that works. Well, does that work? Somebody remind me if that works. You don't have to join. It's just another place, like, where we talk after, you know, well, anytime really. So yeah. But yeah, I'll plug that a little bit more later. I don't know how. I'm not going to stream for a massive long time tonight, but if any of you have Discord, why not join? It's quite an active, nice community we have in there. We try and keep it clean. We have a bit of fun, but yeah, join that. They only announced Doom Patrol 2, Harley Quinn, and Season 4 of Young Justice. Talk about Young Justice. I'm not up to date. Seriously, I'm not. I feel like I'm the only guy. I'm the only guy who, out of whether it's my peers, if you would say, or like, you know, subscribers, who doesn't watch all of Young Justice. Don't get me wrong. I like Young Justice, but I haven't watched it all. I haven't watched all of the latest season. I have no idea really what's going on with stuff like that. That's why I don't talk about Young Justice on the channel. I was considering getting up to date and really trying to research and learn a lot about it for people who wanted videos, but I haven't really dived into that pool yet. Is Gotham better than The Flash? It's that's a hard answer, you know. It's like saying is Harry Potter what? Harry Potter better than Star Wars? I guess you could say it is in some ways, but it isn't in others. It depends who you are. So as for Gotham and The Flash, you know, I love Gotham for different things, but I also love The Flash for different things. I would say that Gotham Season 4 was better than The Flash Season 4. Those seasons were airing at the same time on the same year. So do you know what I mean? I don't like picking shows sometimes out of big differences. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I guess I hate deciding things. That's one thing about me, because people ask me who's your favorite superhero, and I always give two answers. Like, Batman is regarded as a superhero, but he's not, you know, a metahuman. So I would say Batman's my favorite vigilante, but The Flash is my favorite actual superhero, even though Batman's a superhero, as I said. So yeah, long-winded explanation, but you know, Gotham versus The Flash they're different, you know. But maybe if I had to make a decision, I could maybe boil down to it, but I hate deciding stuff like that. Harry Peter. People are already taking the piss out of that already. How's it going, Jalen? Long time no speak. Long time no speak indeed. Yeah. Somebody, wait, I need to scroll up. I miss comments. Preach, Boba. The quality of the DC shows is much better than DC Universe shows, much better than the CW Arrowverse. Although Titan season 1 was subpar at best, yeah. And you know, yeah, I agree. So like, Titan season 1 was a blank canvas. There was things wrong with it. They cut like 2 episodes from it. They were just. But I think I forgave so much of those issues with DC Universe Titans, season 1. Is that it was such a more mature show, bringing these characters like Dick Grayson, Raven, Beast Boy, you know, Hank and Dawn, Hawk and Dove to live action, and it wasn't freaking soap opera-y CW. And I know that makes it sound like I hate the CW. I really don't. You guys know I love the Flash and Arrow, but I've kind of got sick of, I wouldn't say sick, but quite tired of the procedural kind of stuff they have, you know, 22 episodes a season, the filler shit, the lame comedy sometimes, and that I'm mainly talking about the Flash season 4 there. I don't know, it's just got a bit old for me. And so when the DC Universe platform came around, it's me to a T. Like, DC Universe with Titans, Doom Patrol, Swamp Thing, that is the way DC Universe shows need to be made. That's the way I prefer them to be, at least. But that doesn't mean, as I keep saying, I'm not going to enjoy The Flash Season 5. I will enjoy it, but if I had to pick, if The Flash could be reinvented on DC Universe, would be on the CW, then 100% it would be on the DC Universe. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm a fan of CW, but I definitely, if anyone asks me, I will always say DC Universe is... I feel like even the bigger Arrowverse YouTubers will admit that. You know, I remember when the shows came out, they were also saying these are freaking amazing shows. So I don't know, they're also so different the way they do them. DC Universe shows are also so much more story driven, whereas CW shows tend to have 22 episodes a season, and there's a lot more filler. I never used to be one of these people. Like, when the Flash season 1 started and season 2, I used to love 22 episodes. I think I even said a few times, like, why would you want 16 episodes or like 8 episodes or 12 episodes like Legends season 1 had? But now I would do anything for that. It's a lot more to the point. It's a lot more entertaining. It's a lot more concise and interesting. Instead of these, you know, villain of the week things that happened on the Flash with the goddamn shadow monster that nobody gives a shit about because it was just a boy. I don't know. I'm getting into a tangent now, so I'm gonna stop. Please help. Please help. Please. Yeah, CW is talking about developing another series for 2020. What do you think is the next show for the CW universe? I don't know. I remember talking about this in my last video. It's a very good question because obviously we got Batwoman coming, so who else would they do? I really hope it's not Star City 2040. I think Mark Pedowitz already said that's not going to be the case. Like, they said everything is a possibility, but like they haven't spoken about that, so we know it's not that. I don't know. I'm just thinking if it would be a new character or not, you know, or would it be like an existing character? I read somewhere, you know, just because articles were obviously being made about it, that these, I'm not saying they're creditable in this sense, but they're obviously speculating that, oh, what if it's a Canary show, or what if it's Tyler Hoechlin's Superman show? And that's possible, but for some reason I doubt that. I think it could be a completely new character, but I think it would also be cool if they did a Superman show, but I think that would mean Supergirl would be on the way out. Only because I just don't... It's hard to explain this. Supergirl, you know, has, in every right, it can be completely as popular as Superman, but I'm just saying, and I remember this coming up when the Elseworlds crossover was here, if they made a Superman TV show, for whatever reason you put it down to, Superman would probably be more popular. And it would, you know, Supergirl would always be in his shadow. So that's why I doubt there would be a Superman TV show unless Supergirl is on its way out. Sorry. I end up talking so much sometimes that I just lose my train of thought. And then I have to read the comments again and then read what you guys said to that. So Amethyst, you reckon it could be a Superman show, but what do you think about that possibility? Do you think that will impact Supergirl? I 100% believe it will. I'm not saying that it should or anything like that. I'm just saying Superman is a much more popular character than Supergirl. That's just a fact. Despite Supergirl coming to the screen in the past few years a lot more than, you know, what it has done before. And, you know, Superman's just been plastered over everything for so many years. So, you know, I think people would like a Superman show over Supergirl as well, because of the stories they could do and the villains they could do and whatnot. So that's always interesting. No, yeah, we didn't get any Stargirl footage at San Diego Comic-Con. Yeah, you know what? I would have actually maybe put a bet down that they would have... You know what they did with Titans, showing the Titans little reel that we got recently? Maybe they should have done that for Stargirl, because they've been filming it for a little while now. They could have probably shown something. But, you know, DC Universe marketing is kind of weird. Like, I've spoke about this with a lot of people. Like, holy shit, that scared the crap out of me. Hold on. Okay, so I got a super chat. But what I was going to say to finish off that sentence is that their marketing is so weird. They often release trailers for their seasons, like Doom Patrol and Titans Season 1, when they were first airing it the day before, or a couple of days before. Like, what kind of marketing is that? I don't get it. Hey, if there's any rumors... Hey, if there is rumors going around that Smallville is returning, that is from MK. Thank you very much, MK. Holy crap, another one. For the donation. Sorry, I'm just getting a bit confused as to why I swear that played like 3 times. Smallville, what, the show? Returning, or do you mean just like Tom Welling appearing in Crisis on Infinite Earths? I think that's totally possible if you're on about that. Like, Tom Welling could appear, but obviously... Well, maybe it's not obvious. Maybe as a different character, just because I don't think he would want to go back in as Clark Kent. But if you're on about Smallville, the show, wow. Oh, maybe you were referencing that in terms of the Superman show we're talking. That is a crazy idea, actually. If they were talking about bringing back, you know, Tyler Hoechlin as a Superman show, imagine if they brought back Smallville with Tom Welling. I mean, I don't think he would ever do that, but that would be pretty cool, because you could continue on the adventures, but with Superman. But yeah, just from what I've heard about him, voice his opinions on that series, you know, he had a good time in it. I just don't think he would want to play that character again. At the very least, it would be a very quick role, like a guest star or something in an episode, like Crisis on Infinite Earths. But even then, I don't think Tom Welling would suit up Amir, thank you very much for the $5, buddy. They need a Static Shock TV series. What do you think? Yeah, definitely. I'm down. I'm just thinking out of all the heroes there are, like, who would I pick maybe to be at the forefront? But I'm such an indecisive person as it is. I'm kind of down for anyone, I guess. I like a lot of the rumors about Blue Beetle and stuff like that, except I think that would be best served as it. Well, I think you guys should take my answer this way. Anything that I think of now, I just want to be on DC Universe. I don't want it to be with the CW formulaic way of doing things. And it's just a big no from me. Even though, as I keep saying, the way I'm hearing myself right now makes it sound like I hate the CW and that I'm going to hate The Flash Season 5. I won't. There's just stuff I won't like about it, though. So yeah. But yeah, I'm just saying any new character I would love for to be on the DC universe, to be honest. But you know, if they, I just feel like a show like the Canaries would be so typical of the CW to do. There's no shade at that. I just don't think it would do that great. I think it would. I don't know why. I can just imagine how they would do it. I just don't think it would work. No, I just don't think it would. I like the CW shows as well, Jacoby. I'm just saying I prefer DC Universe and the way they do things. You know, what we do have to remember is as well, as much as I still love watching the CW and, you know, the audience it's, you know, the demographic is for, it is more of a teenage kind of drama-y kind of, you know, it is more targeted at people like that. Not to say that, you know, 24-year-old people like myself and older don't enjoy that. We evidently do. But, you know, just to help give you guys more context, DC Universe is heavily rated, you know, 18 and above. Like, it's got strong language. It's got insanely graphic scenes. And, you know, the humor, everything about it is obviously aimed at adults. Yet they're making superhero shows, but for, you know, that's very heavily R-rated. So that's what I think I prefer about it so much. I prefer superheroes that swear, if you know what I mean. I think it's realistic. I remember that was a big thing when Titans came out and Robin was like, F Batman. But like, you know, given the context behind why he said that, and if he was a real superhero, I like to think that he would be like, whereas if somebody says, where's Batman? He'd be like, fuck Batman. I prefer that. I prefer that in my shows. But the CW can't do that. They can't even really use the word shit, to be honest. Maybe they could, but I don't think they can. I don't remember that. Wasn't there supposed to... Emre, there was supposed to be a Hawk and Dove TV show. I believe there were talks about it, and you'd know all about that. But from what I know now, that kind of got put to the side, or if not even put to the side, kind of dropped. But you know, you never know the future. I would love if Hawk and Dove is insanely popular in season 2, then I would love to see that. But given potential, well, I can't say anything about that. But yeah, who knows what might happen in season 2. Yeah, I can't talk about that. I don't even know what I can talk about. Brian, F the Pauls. What an amazing comment. You're a KSI supporter. Jake Paul, Logan Paul, any of the Pauls. They're still going. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up on comments. I'm a kid and I eat Titans. That doesn't make any sense to me. Exactly, swearing is normal. Yep, I get how it's distasteful for some people, but you know the amount of times Hawks like swore in the show? I think that's completely... I would be the exact same. I just would. I need to go back. MK19, thank you again, buddy, for another super chat. He will be in the crossover if he wants. They are trying to book him, but I've heard rumors that a Smallville reboot is possible. So yeah, I think, yeah. So as far as Tom Welling being involved, I think that's very likely. But I don't see him coming back as Clark Kent. Smallville reboot, that would be insane. That would be really insane. That's interesting to know. I'm going to look that up a little bit, so thanks for letting me know that. Anybody on the shows you review like your videos? Thank you very much, by the way, Team Forward, for that super chat, buddy. That's an interesting question. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just trying to think. I've had people like writers and people who work on shows comment on a couple of videos before. I don't think anyone who actually is in the show acting wise likes my videos that I'm aware of. I mean, I've been told they do, like from Gotham, people who've worked on Gotham. I remember they said if quite a few of the cast members like watched my videos in between takes. That was really cool to hear. Just to think if, you know, someone like the Penguin or Robin Lord Taylor like walked past it and he was like, oh, what's this guy talking about? Maybe Francesca Root Dodson does because I interviewed her. Maybe she checked out my channel and she thought some of my videos were cool. But this is talking about Gotham. As far as the Flash, Arrow, I have no idea. DC Universe, I have no idea in terms of actors, but that would be really cool if I could ever find that out. Like Pagey, for example, he recently just got a shout out from freaking the Green Arrow himself. That's absolutely, you know, I am hugely jealous of that. That's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. Oh yeah, here we go. So yeah, Zocco is saying Boba never got shouted out by Stephen Amell. Curse you, Stephen. No, but yeah, that would be. I can't imagine what Pagey's reaction was to that. He does it on purpose. Not my fault. He always live streams on the time I'm busy. Sharky, be quiet, boy. Steven said that Pagey was completely wrong in his Fury videos, though. No, but I think... I swear Stephen Amell said something like that before. I swear he's referenced... No. He commented in one of Pagey's videos before. I remember Pagey commenting this before. You know, I was saying this on Twitter, saying, holy shit, you know, Stephen Amell commented on one of my videos, and he said a similar thing. I remember this quite well, and because obviously it's quite a cool thing, and he was just like, you know, interesting, or I can't even remember what Stephen Amell said, but he said something like, all your theories are wrong. So obviously he's kept with that story, but obviously he's joking. I mean, maybe, no, to be honest, he might be being serious. Like, half of our theories in the Arrowverse community, whether you're a YouTuber or an audience, you know, like member watching one of us, we're probably wrong half the time, because it's impossible to like predict exactly to a T what the writers in the writers' room are gonna do. That I think that, you know, there's things that we can all speculate about together, and unless we're given leaks or like inside information from sources, there's no way we're gonna hit the nail on the head, you know, about if, I don't know, something they do in Titan season 2, like I don't know, they kill one of the characters off. I wouldn't be able to predict who it is unless I knew beforehand. Do you know what I mean? And to predict stuff like that, well, yeah, you get the point. Opinions on Marvel Phase 4. I was actually talking about that earlier. I'm quite apprehensive of it. I just would have liked to have seen a couple more years into the future, like maybe if they put in, I don't know, the title of the next Spider-Man or Guardians, but I understand why they didn't. But, you know, the Eternals looks interesting. Thor Love and Thunder, I don't know how I feel about that. Just being honest, I just... Didn't, like, Jane just disappear from the Thor films, and now she's coming back to be Thor? Like, does anyone know the reason why Natalie Portman didn't get involved in the other Thor films? Was that her decision, or was that a writing decision? Did they just not want to put her in the next one and the one, you know? I just can't remember. She was in Thor, and then Thor: A Dark World. So maybe, yeah, it wouldn't have made sense for her. Yeah, because from my interpretation, I thought she was kind of done with the role, and now she's coming back to be, you know, freaking Thor. So I don't know. And the other films, you know, I think what I'm most excited about is Doctor Strange, you know, Multiverse of Madness. I'm very excited about that. I'm a big, well, I wouldn't say I'm a huge Doctor Strange fan, but he's one of my favorite, if not favorite, I think, character in the MCU. Second to like the Guardians, I think. I would have to reevaluate that, but yeah. I need to go back and read a couple of super chats. Amir, again, thank you, man. You're always so regular in your support with super chats and live streams, so big shout out to you, buddy. I really do appreciate that a lot. I always say that so many times, but honestly, if I could say thank you forever, I would. So yeah, so you say, what happened to Flash 90? No mention. I think they're saving him for something epic for the crossover to end his story. So my theory with that is that, yeah, the Monitor, breached him into another place temporarily. It looked like he died, kind of thing, but no, that was a breach portal. It was just red. I'd like to think that the Monitor didn't just kill him. So my theory is, if Barry Allen's supposed to die, obviously Oliver Queen's going to make a sacrifice somehow, and he would die, but he won't die at the same time because he'll be living in the Paradise Dimension and blah-de-blah-blah-blah. But there's one way that Barry Allen can still die, and that's because the Earth 90 Flash was called Barry Allen too. And, since we don't know really what ultimately happened to him, they could be setting it up so that Grant Gustin's Barry Allen's going to be like, yeah, I have to do this. I have to run really fast and, die like the newspaper predicts. But then that John Wesley Shipp, 90s Flash Barry Allen, will come in and be like, hey, my whole Earth's destroyed. I'm Barry Allen. Why don't I do this for you? I just think that would make sense, wouldn't it? Like, that's the only theory I have. So maybe they'll make that Barry Allen go out. I think that's way too easy, though. That's way too easy of a prediction of mine for that to actually come true. It's one way they can do it. They can have a Flash that dies. They can have a Flash that sacrifices himself. And why wouldn't Earth 90 Barry Allen do that in theory? He's an old Flash. His whole Earth has been destroyed by the Monitor doing his trials. So I don't get why he wouldn't do that, But I just don't think they will, because that's just so easy to predict. So I don't know. MK19, I will check my Twitter at some point, buddy. Don't worry about that. The MCU should have ended with Endgame? Nah. Like, I'm completely down for another phase. And I'm down for that to go on for as long as pop culture is really popular. But I just don't know if it will be as good as the first 20-something films. No, yeah, Amethyst, I agree. I think the only thing is, whatever he does will be a sacrifice to the point where it will be acknowledged that if you do this, we can keep you alive through going to the Paradise Dimension, but just be aware, Oliver, that you can't ever come back. But why, through whatever he does, would it require him stepping through the door of the Paradise Dimension? Like, I don't get it. Like, I can't wait to find out these nitty-gritty details, because I think he's still going to be alive. He's going to be living there, chilling and waiting for Felicity. But I don't get it. Like, maybe they might do it in a way where whatever he does to sacrifice himself, like, may fatally wound him. So he might, I don't know, get an arrow through the freaking heart or something. But he's still kind of alive. And because he sacrificed himself, it fulfills that part of the prophecy. There's no prophecy anyway, but you get what I'm trying to say. And because the Monitor quickly teleports him to the Paradise Dimension, maybe that keeps him alive and, heals him, and he's there forever. And obviously because he's there now, he can't ever come back. Maybe that, obviously that's a terrible speculation in terms of the way that plays out. But in principle, I think that's maybe a way they could do it, because, as I said, if all it meant was Oliver Queen stepping through that breach portal to the Paradise Dimension, and then it's kind of like, oh, Oliver did what he needed to do to stop the crisis, then no, it's not going to be that simple. So I just don't get why he continues to live in the Paradise Dimension unless the Monitor also has powers to literally resurrect people. Oliver dies, but then he gets brought back to life and is kept in the Paradise Dimension. That's the only other way, actually. Have I seen The Boys from Amazon? Yeah, I feel like a bit of an idiot, to be honest, because I watched it and then I thought I was a bit too late to review it. But then the past week, people have been saying, hey, can you please review it? Can you review it? And I keep thinking now, okay, well, it's definitely too late. I should have done it before. But I don't know. Do you really want me to review it? I feel like I would love to, but I feel like it's too little too late. As I said, the first time I already said that, I feel like it's borderline pointless me doing it now. I mean, I could do it if I have a spare 5 minutes, but in terms of like getting an audience, and it would just be a kind of video that isn't my priority, is what I'm trying to say. It wouldn't, everyone's already got their reviews up for The Boys like day one, if not day two. So here's me a couple of weeks later. Sorry, I've missed so many comments. Amir, by the way, hopefully that answered your question. Arrow's going to die. Will full suit Batman show up? What, in Crisis? I don't think so. It's just gonna be Kevin Conroy chilling in a turtleneck or something. Christian Longo, is this a kids channel or something? No swearing? Trust me, dude, I swear all the time in real life, but YouTube has strict kind of how do I put it? You've heard of demonetization, I'm sure, and stuff like that. So not that I will earn money really off this live stream other than super chats and stuff. It just, if I say fuck, for example, like I just did, it'll probably get this video flagged and it will get demonetized. But as I said, it doesn't really matter so much because it's not like I make these public. Somebody asked me about Swamp Thing, season 2. Any chances? I'd probably say no, just because the fact that it's been cancelled. There were loads of reasons behind the scenes. Like, trust me, they wanted it to be cancelled. Like the big cheeses, like not up here, but up here wanted it gone. They've destroyed the set basically. Like I'd say 95% of the set is long gone. Like they've probably archived some things, but. So if they had to do a season 2, it would be Game of Thrones-esque money. They would have to rebuild everything, whoever picks it up. So it's honestly slim to none. But I do like the optimism. Like, I keep forgetting his name. It's driving me insane. The guy who plays Daniel Cassidy, a.k.a. the Blue Devil. I think he said that he thinks it might get renewed recently. I don't know. It was like a couple of weeks ago. He was like on an interview carpet kind of thing, and he spoke about it coming back somehow. And he was just like, I think it has to come back. I think it could actually come back. I'm paraphrasing here, but I was kind of surprised he said that, to be honest. This is interesting. Have you watched Peaky Blinders? I know it's not PG. I don't just do PG stuff. Is there a possibility of reviews? Yeah, I do watch Peaky Blinders, but I've been asked this a few times, like, will you review it? I just don't think that would land well on this channel. Like, don't get me wrong, I do want to diversify my content quite a bit, but that's more in the realms of, going from DC to doing a bit more Marvel stuff to adding more pop culture, sci-fi stuff like Star Wars, but going from that to Peaky Blinders might be a bit too much of a change. But then again, it might not because it's a TV show. But then again, I think it is a little bit. Maybe I could talk about it in a live stream, but I've got so many ideas that I already want to do, and what I do enough as it is when the shows are back is kind of stressful enough for me to try and pump out, But we can see. Okay, are you a gamer at all? Thoughts on DC's next game? So yeah, I love gaming. So no, yeah, I do like gaming. I would say I love it, but I've kind of fallen out of love with it. I'm not a big gamer anymore, but I do have all the consoles. Let me put it that way. I have a Switch, PS4, and an Xbox. So that should tell you something. But as for DC's next game, isn't that meant to be like a Batman game or like I'm not really up. This is the thing. I used to be, honestly, one of the biggest gaming guys you would meet in terms of geeking out about it. I don't keep up to date with much gaming news anymore. So, maybe somebody can tell me in the chat right now. What is it? Is the next DC game meant to be like a revisiting Arkham series kind of game? I swear it is. I could be wrong. Is that a new mic or a pop filter? So yeah, this is a pop filter on top of a pop filter. So it's not a new mic, no. DC Universe Online, what about it? I know that got released on the Switch recently, and I do want to download it, but I need to get a new SD card. Thoughts on Brexit? Well, I don't know anything about politics, but all I will say is Brexit is my only hope at getting out of Article 18, so I think you know where I stand with Brexit. But, I'm uneducated. I have no idea in what other ways it might impact me in terms of staying in or out, so I don't fucking know. Have you watched Stranger Things season 3? And if so, who is your favorite character? My favorite is Steve. Very good question. Yes, I have. I've seen season 3. I love, I love Stranger Things. But no, yeah, wait. I feel like I didn't shout you out, buddy. Christian Longo, thank you very much for that super chat about the gaming question. Sorry if I can't remember if I did that or not. Anyway, Stranger Things. Who was my favorite character? Jesus. It's either Hopper or... Huh? What? Guy sing? No, yeah. No, I was thinking about Dustin, but I don't think he was. Have you seen that episode? No, yeah, season 3. I don't know. I feel like the kids these days are kind of all on the same wavelength for me. Jesus, sorry. I really want to think about this now. I just love Hopper so much because he's obviously got such a huge role in it. He tries to look after all the kids in terms of he's fighting I liked how season 3 had quite a few separate story arcs. I mean, the other seasons did as well, but you had Dustin and Steven and Robin doing separate things. You had the 11 and the other kids doing other things with Billy and that, and then you had Hopper and Joyce, I think, and doing another couple of things actually, and then you had Nancy, and then you had the other Briar. I can't forget his name. I can't remember his name. Yeah, there was what am I on about? Sorry, so many thoughts floating right now. I'm just trying to evaluate everyone. So definitely not Nancy, definitely not the older brother, definitely not Will, definitely not... I don't want to be cliche and say Steve and Dustin. Fuck. No, of course no. I would say Steve and Hopper. Yeah, Steve and Hopper. Sorry that took so long. I was just trying to think back about it. You haven't watched the latest season of Stranger Things? Oh my god. No, yeah, I think I was a few days. I wasn't rushing to watch it when it came out. I would say Dustin, and he was pretty hilarious, especially that singing scene, which some people felt like went on a bit too long, but I don't know. I don't know where that. What do you guys stand with that debate? But I don't know. Dustin? No, wait. Dustin and Steve season 3 was pretty funny. I'm just trying to remember bits. Like the whole Russian storyline was pretty funny with those two, and you know, the ice cream shop and stuff like that. And then I don't know. I found the little sister a bit annoying, but that was her character, so you know, I guess they nailed that. Yeah, I'd say Stephen Hopper to put it down to a T. Did anyone else really? Okay, I can't say stuff for spoilers. Actually, that was very close. Who's that in the background, Boba? Is I talk to my porg sometimes. Ending ruins the entire movie. What movie? You got spoiled, so taking forever to watch it. Well, I'm guessing what you got spoiled with, Sandra, is probably... I can imagine what you got spoiled with, but there's only one major spoiler that I can think of with season 3, and that it's open-ended. Like, it's not definitive, so I would still say just be as motivated to watch it, because what happens at the end of season 3, which is the biggest thing in my opinion, isn't definitive. Let me put it that way. But that's kind of a spoiler within itself. But it isn't. It's just a fan theory at the same time. You got spoiled about 2 deaths. I can't even remember who else died. Wait, who else died? No, wait, don't put it. Don't put it in the chat. Don't put it in the chat. Oh wait, yeah, there are 2, but one of them isn't big. But one of them is technically quite very big. But I'm just saying, yeah, I think there's 3. I can't remember the other one. There's only one that I kind of care about, in the sense. Actually, to be honest, I would care about if it's all of them. I'd be sad if like Dustin died, I guess. But did I just kind of spoil that Dustin didn't die? I'm joking. No, yeah, I think I know what you're on about, Sandra, but trust me, it's probably not what you think it is, which is a cool thing. Why do you think Doom Patrol got put on HBO Max? So to put it this way, Doom Patrol like definitely should be renewed no matter what. But the only thing that I was worried about, and a lot of people were worried about, was with respect to what the higher ups, bloody big cheeses that they are, wanted to do with their freaking platform going forward. So there were rumors about the talk behind the scenes that they wanted a more formulaic approach like the CW do with their 22 episodes and filler stuff and blah 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 blah. And obviously stuff like Doom Patrol wasn't really within that realm, so I was really kind of worrying about those shows getting renewed. But Titans could kind of fit the CW formulaic approach a bit more easier than Doom Patrol. But it got renewed, right? But it didn't get renewed kind of just by DC Universe. It also kind of, as you pointed out yourself, sorry about that, is on HBO Max as well. But if you guys both know, HBO is owned by Warner Brothers as well as everything else. So it's kind of under the same... It's kind of complicated to explain the hierarchy of Warner Brothers companies. It confuses me as well. But even though they're owned by Warner Brothers, HBO... It's like now Doom Patrol Season 2 can dip their fingers in the HBO pot of spending money, and as well as DC Universe. And that's not unusual. Like, a lot of places do that with, like, Netflix deals, I guess. And, I guess The Flash and Arrow and everything come to Netflix. And even though they air on this... So that's why it got renewed with HBO Max as well. Like, in a low-key way, I think, it gives them a little bit of an extra boost in terms of financing Season 2. But it's not like they're being carried by HBO. Don't think of it that way. Like, then it's not because of HBO that they got renewed for a second season. But it's just like, as I said, it's like they've got Doom Patrol's got both hands in DC Universe's budget, and as I guess being funded a little bit by HBO Max. But don't quote me on that. Sorry, Amethyst, thank you very much for the super chat. What about Batman Beyond live action on DCU or CW? First answer to your question is with being on a CW or DCU. Any show I want to be on DCU. I like period from now on. I like CW shows, but if there's any new show, my answer will always be I want it to be on the DC Universe platform, just because the way they handle things is so much better, in my opinion. But as for Batman Beyond, that'd be super cool. That would be really cool. But personally, well, first of all, really cool, but personally I would like to see other characters like John Constantine, maybe. As much of a Batman fan I am, they've got Batman-esque stuff going on in Titans, and they've got Ian Glenn as Bruce Wayne there. So, I would like to see Batman Beyond. I mean, at the end of the day, actually, maybe that could go to the CW. Maybe that could go to the CW if they had to get it out. And I wanted a different show. So, yeah, I really want a John Constantine show. Oh, my God, that'd be so good. On the DC Universe, like, I remember on NBC with John Constantine Season 1 or Constantine Season 1, they wouldn't even let the guy smoke because of goddamn TV rules. But if you know anything about that character, he's literally breathing cigarette smoke like it's oxygen. So, it's just there was a lot of stuff that they couldn't do. And could you imagine the boundaries that they wouldn't have with that show coming to live action on DC Universe? There'd be swearing, there would be Constantine, let me put it that way. So yeah, I think maybe Batman Beyond could work on the CW, but yeah, again, I think I always say that, yeah, DC Universe. Next question. MK19, thank you very much again, buddy. I started thinking about Lucifer, and I don't think they would be able to have a baby on the show. Why not? They've already got baby Charlie, so maybe he'll grow up and take the throne. Yeah, but that would insinuate, unless you're saying that angels grow at an accelerated rate, like for some reason, like they might make a comment, I could easily imagine Lucifer doing this, that they might make a funny joke out of baby Charlie like growing up super fast, but I don't think that will happen. Maybe it will. I don't know the lore of Lucifer that well. Plus, the TV show doesn't really adapt it insanely accurately from what I've heard. But anyway, the only other way for that to happen would be a time jump, and from what I've looked into that in terms of making more Lucifer videos is that there won't be a time jump, probably because for many reasons. Like everyone would have moved on without Lucifer. Lucifer's in hell. Time moves a lot slower in hell. Apparently 1 year is like a century in hell or something. I can't remember. So he would, yeah, I can't imagine Charlie growing up for like 16 to 20 years and then Lucifer comes back to Earth. Unless I read your comment completely wrong. I don't think they would be able to have a baby on the show. I think they will, maybe. Yeah, I think they would still do baby Charlie. I think the baby was probably fake 3/4 of the time anyway. They could end the show maybe with him taking the throne growing up, but I just don't think... I wouldn't rely on that. Yeah, I don't think so. But good theories. I'm always trying to think of new Lucifer videos, but at the minute as it stands, it's just all theory crafting. And I've honestly tried to work on theory videos for Lucifer, but I just find it very hard. I came out with one recently, actually, where I went over some popular theories that are out there, but I kind of shot a lot of them down, if not every single one. So yeah. I heard Preacher is awesome. Preacher is amazing. I'm really gutted that it's ending this season, but I can't wait for it to come back. I love that show so much. I love it so much. It's just so good. When are you going to keep up? When are you going to keep up in Supergirl? Probably never. I don't really care about it, to be honest. To be completely bluntly honest with you. Maybe one day on a rainy day when there's nothing else I can watch, I'll catch up with it and I'll think, hey, what an idiot I've been. I should have reviewed this in season 3 and 4. But right now, I only have... Do you know what I mean? Like, when the shows are back, I review Arrow. I review Flash. That's usually 2 days, like with trailer breakdowns and reviews. Then I have a DC Universe show on a Friday. Like, I'll be reviewing Titans, and then I'll be reviewing Flash and Arrow during the week. But then we're going to have Batwoman. And I've said I'll review that, but if I don't like it and I find it too cringy, I'm just going to stop. I don't care. Like, I already with the trailer and promo stuff, I'm not liking what I see. So with regards to Supergirl and the show scheduling, sometimes they're on the same night. It would just be such a nightmare. So bottom line, I always say I review stuff that I kind of only really care about immediately, and I don't really care about Supergirl that much. I like the character. I enjoy her in the crossovers. But as for watching her show, I don't dig it. I don't really dig it. No offense to anyone and who loves Supergirl, and don't get the wrong impression. I still like Supergirl, and I'm sure I would really enjoy season 4 or something. But yeah, that doesn't mean I'm going to catch up on it just like that. Batwoman will be cringy. This is the CW. Yeah, I know what you mean. I just really, really hope there is less scenes of her, biting the lip like this, and it's like she's having a freaking face spasm or something, trying to be sexy. It's just, I don't know, man. Like, it's just the promos they've put out on Twitter with her giving her watch to somebody who's probably going to sell that and OD on drugs, and she's like sticking it to the man who said that you shouldn't do that, and bites her lip and gets on her bike. It's just that cringy shit. I just no. And I'm telling you now, if that's in every episode with her sticking it to the man for no apparent reason, I'm not doing it. I don't care. Even if it means me not catering to my audience. Like, one thing I think I'll always stay true to on this channel is I'm only going to review stuff and make videos on stuff I like, where I think somebody might have sent something. Nope. I'm going to probably end the stream really soon, guys. I also do apologize that I've missed out on so many comments. As you guys know, when I answer a comment like that, several comments go throughout the chat and I miss loads. Thank you very much, Chuck. That's a very generous donation. I really appreciate that, man. No, seriously, that is fucking amazing. Thank you. So how many donations to force you to watch Batwoman? Well, if I give up on it, it would take a few more of those, probably. No, you know what I mean. God, I don't know. I think it will be alright. I don't know though, because they already wrote all the episodes when all this cringy stuff was happening. So I assume it's still in all the episodes. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I'm a sellout. So if that's a legit question, I don't think I'd do it for any amount of money. But then again, maybe I am. If you offered me $1 million to review Batgirl, what am I on about? Batwoman behind the scenes, and I didn't like it, I'd do it for $1 million. Come on. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? I'd do it for less. Oh, okay. Batwoman looks trash, says Jack Davies. I wouldn't say it looks trash. No, not at all. I was one of the people who actually defended the first trailer. That's where the whole internet was shitting on it. Like, gave it hundreds of thousands of dislikes. I was saying, look, you know, I get the suit comment. You know, it's not perfection unless it fits a woman and all of that garbage. But I thought the rest of it was great. Like, you know, the story looks promising. Alice looks cool. The set and the production looks cool. Everything like that looks cool. It's just the cringy shit. That's all that matters. That's literally all that matters. So, you know, cringy shit aside, which is a big chunk, you know, maybe like 40% to somebody's disliking of the show, I wouldn't say that it's like trash, which would be like saying 80% of the show is trash, which isn't true because, as I just mentioned on that list, there's many other things to like. But it really is strong enough. It really is strong enough to put you off a show when they implement a lot of stuff like that. Anyway, yeah, I need to... people keep reminding me about the Discord server. So whilst I've got like 50 people in there right now, if you guys use Discord and you like talking about this stuff, like Batwoman, The Flash, DC Universe shows, even, you know, general stuff, like anything, my Discord server is there. You can join that channel. What am I on about? You can join the server through this link. If you don't have Discord, I feel like I've got this down to a script almost. If you've got this down... Wait, what the fuck am I on about? If you don't have Discord on your phone, it's dead simple. If you don't know what it is, just go on the App Store, download it. If you don't know how to work it, which honestly, I didn't know how to work it when I first got it, just ask anyone in the server. Like, we'll help you out. Because, yeah, as I always say on these streams, when you first join the server, it just reminds me of something like Windows 98 would have had. It just looks really old-fashioned, and it's like all these things along the side look really complicated. So I think half the members that join my server join it, they're new to Discord, and they're like, yeah, this looks too complicated, I'm out of here. But if you do stay and you do join in the discussion, I guarantee you'll meet some friends. You'll have some interesting conversations. And who knows what else. So you can voice chat with me. I'm in voice chat a couple of times a week, I would say. Yeah, that's it, basically. But yeah, if you want to join the server, just click on that link. Click on that link. You can download the app on your phone, or you can download it on your laptop or your PC. And even if you don't download the app, you can just join on browser. So, but right now my server's been taken over by a naughty shark, so I need to rename that. Bastard. Like he moans about the mod privileges, but this is why. This is why. Shark. But no, yeah, once again, Sharky, thank you again for that donation, man. Very generous of you. It means I can get another Nitro, I guess. You're buying Nitro for everyone these days. I see a few of you have joined the server, which is awesome. So, Christian just joined the server. We had a couple of people earlier. Rax joined the server. Sleepy. Yeah, so like 4 people. Not as many people join these days, I think, because when I first plugged it, like all the usual faces just swarmed the server. Shark's Wheel of Nitro. Jenna says, I'm on the server, has way too many people for my taste. Well, the thing is, it does and it doesn't. It has like over 1,000 members in there, but there isn't 1,000 members active. And to be honest, from what I've heard, not that I'm in other Discord servers, but I would say 99% of other servers that aren't, you know, just run by some 12-year-old in his room with 2 of his buddies, and like any kind of official servers or YouTube servers usually have tons of people in there. And I'm talking about tons, like freaking loads. But fair enough if you don't want to be. I mean, in my server, I'd say there's like 40 active people. I mean, not active, but semi-active, if you know what I mean. And then you've got like even tens and tens of more people who pop up once or twice every couple of weeks, maybe. But you know, we're working on it. Sorry, guys. I just don't want you to think, any of you to think I'm like ignoring you. So I'm scrolling up on the chat now. Wait, was that a question to me, Sandra? Talking so casually. Oh man, I can't wait to see Adrian Chase from Another Earth as well. I assume it's Another Earth. Yeah, you should create a coffee brand named Boba Fuel. Yeah, if I was big enough and I was had enough funds, then maybe that would be my first enterprise. Am I enjoying Pennyworth? I've still, despite I had access to 5 episodes before episode 1 was officially out. I've only seen episode 1, but I think I have. Yeah. But it's good. It's a good show. I still need to watch the other episodes, but from what I've heard, it's good. And I was thinking of doing a Pennyworth mid-season review anyway. That was one of the videos I kind of had up my sleeve. I might do that this week, to be honest. That way, at least, I could... I don't think 5 episodes are out right now, so... But yeah, you do have to have epics to have it, so... Unless you are naughty and you do other things. Which I do not support. Sandra. Have I watched The Boys? Yes, I have. Great show. Might do a video on it. Might not. Maybe not. Maybe. Other than that, guys, I think I'm going to end the stream now because, you know, I've been going for 56 minutes. That's, holy shit, 10 to 9. What the hell? That came out of nowhere. But yeah, if you want to carry on talking to me, and I seriously mean this, if you want to talk to me personally, join that link. Click on that link. Why not? Even if you're in 10 Discord servers or 20, join mine. Why not? I speak in there every day. I'm active every minute of the day. No, seriously, I am in there. Yeah, just talk to me. I like talking with you guys. I like talking with my subscribers. You can suggest videos there as well if you want me to make videos on my channel. There's so many things. I'm kind of running out of things to say right now, so I'm going to end it, guys. Thank you very much for joining me for the past hour. Hopefully I can stream again next Sunday. Go back to the usual schedule. And yeah, it'd be great to see more of you in the Discord server. So if you want to carry on talking to me after this, join that right there.